Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be an unboxing video. Just making sure I didn't show anything. So yeah, this is an unboxing video. I just have two packages. I'm not quite sure what they are, to tell you the truth. Lately I've been sending all my packages to the US, so I'm not sure what these are. So this will be a surprise for everybody. What did I get? I have no idea. So this one, actually, I think I know what this one is, though. I actually do know what this one is. There was one that I know that I sent to Canada, so that would be this one. Let's see if I can get it out. They wrapped it really, really well. It's like really, really, really well wrapped. So today was kind of an interesting day as well. One thing that a lot of people that buy comics notice is around this time of year, like near Christmas, the comic market in a way kind of dies. It's kind of a bad time to sell comics, or it's a great time to buy comics, but not a great time to sell comics. And the reason for that is a lot of people are not thinking about comics. They're thinking, oh, I should, get Christmas gifts or something like that, and they're thinking more about, their families and not really about themselves. Well, at least they should be. So comic buying kind of slows down for a little bit. One sec. Man, this is really well wrapped, so I can tell a bit of a story as I'm trying to open this box. So basically, there was this book that I really, really wanted. It is like on my kind of grail list. I have like this sort of list of comics that are my grails. These are books that maybe I'll get in life, maybe I won't, but they're at least on my list as some inspirational thing to target. So with that being said, I was negotiating with a guy that had one of these grail books that I was looking for. And he just wasn't budging. he wanted like a fair amount of money for this book. It was just like a crazy amount of money. I was like, maybe like there's like, because it's a book where there's a new show coming out, and it's a golden age book, almost platinum age book. It's that old. It's only going to go up in value. It's one of those books that everybody's going to want because this show is coming out, and it's just going to drive up the price. And it is such a rare book anyways, and it was one that was highly sought anyways. So, getting this guy to negotiate on price, and I was just going back and forth with this guy for like months, just trying to get him to agree to what I thought was a fair market value for the book. And as I said, Christmas time, people, the prices sort of drop a little bit. And I got him to basically chop the price in half, which was kind of nice. And the book that I was talking about was, New York World's Fair from 1939. And it's the first appearance of Sandman. So in a future unboxing, I'm going to be showing that book, but that's going to be a little ways away. But once I get it, I will show it. However, this box that I just got is something not as cool, but still really cool. Actually, I've shown this on my Instagram account, and it's one of those books that is really cool. Actually really expensive. Like I didn't pay that much, but a lot of people, when they try to sell this book, they ask really high prices. And part of the reason is it's artwork by Bruce Timm. And here's the cover. It's Spicy Tales number 10, and or 11, sorry, number 11. Spicy Tales number 11 by Bruce Timm cover. It's just really great, this kind of good girl bondage art cover. And these Spicy Tales are really just reprints of earlier pulp comics. So pulp magazines sometimes would were primarily text, but sometimes they would have stories that were like cartoons inside them. And one of the ones that they had was Sally the Sleuth, and so this comic featured Sally the Sleuth reprints. So this is like, and those were very spicy. So that's the name, Spicy Tales. This is the back. Also, so I got the set of these two books. This is another one with Bruce Timm, kind of a sexy cover. Spicy Tales collection. This is sort of like, kind of like a trade paperback. And I'll show you, hopefully we can show you something that's kind of cool from Sally the Sleuth. I'm really a big fan of Sally the Sleuth. I sort of got enamored by her reading some of the stories. She always wears like some skimpy clothes, and like it's just always falling off her for some reason. And it's by Aleph Barrow, is I believe is the name of the guy who wrote her. And she's from 1934. She actually was a character that got reintroduced in Crime Smashers, which was in the early, like late 40s, early 50s, I believe. So Crime Smashers #1 has her kind of first appearance in comics. Before that, she would always appear in these pulps. And these are kind of the cartoon styles. You can see she's getting like whipped and stuff. It's just like, it's like crazy to believe that this was like in pulp magazines during the 30s. So that's what kind of made, I always find that, I always find like sexy things from like an earlier time kind of interesting. Like to me, it just, it's different than the sexy stuff that we have nowadays in a way. There's a certain weird innocence, and at the same time, like it's sometimes even more extreme than what we would see nowadays. So it's just such a weird mix that I find it very interesting. So some more Sally the Sleuth to give you a sense of her stories. So like, just some really great good girl art. See the bondage? It's just craziness. Like, and there's one, I'm not sure if this has it. There's one story where there's like cannibalism in it. It's just like she gets abducted by this guy that lives in a sewer, and I'm not sure if it's in here. I wish it was in here. If it's in here, I'd show it. And like there's these half-eaten women in the background panel, and the guy's like about to eat her. Like it's just really crazy. I don't know if it's in here. I don't know if this one has the story reprinted, but it was just such a crazy story. Yeah. But maybe I'll find it and show it in a future video. But I'll probably do a video on Sally the Sleuth. But it was just a crazy video because it's like these two women in the background with like half-eaten, like big chunks of where the guy had basically eaten the woman that were sort of in bondage hanging off the wall. It's just crazy stuff. This was stuff that was published in the 1930s. So, I always thought of, when I was a kid, I always thought, people in the 30s and 40s, they were so traditional, so conservative, right? And just to see this kind of very extreme sex and violence, I guess, it's just kind of interesting. So Sally the Sleuth, definitely one that is worth checking out. I actually bought, in a previous video I showed it, I bought an anthology with all of her reprints. Okay, so she's like a platinum age character. So the platinum age is just before the golden age, and it's like from the 30s before, and to I believe till 1939 or 36 maybe. Okay. So the last one is another little set of comics, and this is Valkyrie. I just got the set of 3 comics, I believe. They're all in here. So it's Valkyrie. I just ordered these actually a few days ago, so it came really quickly. I was kind of going for these like Nazi style covers. I think they're interesting. I like the idea of people fighting against evil, so I kind of like this whole sexy girl fighting against evil Nazis. So yeah, just a really great Valkyrie. Now, one of the reasons why I'm picking all these Valkyrie ones, and they're really cheap. This is like a dollar bin book, like not expensive at all. I think I paid $5 for the set of 3, so give you a sense of the pricing. The reason I'm picking them up is 2 reasons, actually. One, I'm gonna grab it, is Dave Stevens, another artist that I collect. He did Airboy, and you'll notice it says Valkyrie. This is the character Valkyrie. And recently I picked up her first appearance, which is from Air Fighter Comics, Volume 2, Number 4. And I picked up that, and I was trying to pick up like more modern versions of Valkyrie, and like I found out that Eclipse had done a bunch of... Eclipse did, and Moonstone also did a Valkyrie comics. So I was trying to pick up all the Eclipse and Moonstone comics, and I realized that they had really great covers as well. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to actually open this up and show you some of the other comics in the set. So it's like, let me do this without getting a tape pull. So hopefully, I'm going to have to change the plastic anyways. It's really icky. I'm going to get rid of that. So this is the first one. Okay. And I'll show you the next one, number 2. There's more Valkyrie on the cover. There. And then we got another one. That's a nice puzzle piece one. That's number 3. And these are quite, they're all, it's actually, I didn't even know if it was in color. So it's all in color, I guess. I didn't know. I thought it was black and white, believe it or not. It's from 1987. It's just like, artwork's okay. I haven't read these yet. I was reading some of the other, I read the other Valkyries, but not these ones. So yeah, so I'm just showing some of the interior art. The woman kind of reminds me of Catwoman a bit. I don't know why, but it's kind of similar. But, she's always fighting Nazis. It's a kind of a cool thing to do. That's the comic haul. It was a comic unboxing, just the 2. So some Bruce Timm stuff and some Valkyrie. Nothing huge, but I figured I'd at least tell you a story of some big comics that are coming my way soon. So there's the New York World's Fair coming soon, and Valkyrie's first appearance, which is a really rare comic. I believe there's less than 20 on the census. It is such a rare comic, and just a kind of a cool one that I will show in a future unboxing. So stay tuned for that. Check out what I post on Instagram. You can see some of the things that are coming up in future unboxings. I kind of post every so often some of the stuff that I'm buying. So definitely check that out. And thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff in the comments below. Okay, bye-bye.